I thought we played really well today. Definitely great 2 wins coming off the tough loss that we had last week. These guys have done a really good job just stepping into roles that they're not familiar with. Losing Gavin and Richard early on in the season, I just think that we're doing a really good job battling through our frustration. We've had a lot of games where shots haven't fallen, and how about Trevin tonight starting off in the first half, just letting it fly, and the ball just was dropping for him, and I was so happy. And then Hunter coming in the game and just knocking down his first college 3. It's just really, really fun to watch that. And thought Seneca did a really good job, just had high IQ plays on the defensive end of the ball, and just really proud of us right now.
Coach.
And we got the best.
There we go. All right, you can ask more questions.
Coach, so Alex just kind of mentioned that there have been games where you guys have struggled shooting from the field, 50% overall, nearly 50% from the three-point line. What's your reaction to just how well you guys shot tonight? What do you think contributed to that?
Well, we needed it tonight because we didn't guard great tonight. It's a super talented offensive team at Utah State. They force you to, they challenged our shell principles like nobody else has really this year, just because their 4s and 5s shoot it. They're both over 50% from the three-point line, so it forces you to extend the floor, and there were times where we didn't manage that well. And so this was a super fortunate night for us to make shots, and it kind of carried the day for us. It was really important.
Alex, in the first half, you guys had 12 assists on 16 baskets. I think for the game you ended up with like 19 assists on 26 baskets. What really kind of keyed that? Just that ability to create shots and get those looks and get that ball moving like you needed to?
I think it starts with Coach. He just told us that we had to step up our pace, and we work on that every day now, making sure that we're going game speed, making the right reads, pace, space, and extra pass. And so these guys are really bought into that. We're listening to Coach and everything that he's showing us on film, trying to do the best that we can when we're out there. And thankfully it translated tonight, and we were able to hit shots and move the ball really well.
Coach, when you see those kind of assist numbers on the baskets, and what does it say about the things that your offense is doing well?
Yeah, it's, we're going through this transition right now. I think teams have to reinvent themselves through the course of the season, and we're just, like, as a coach, I'm really blessed that I have a locker room full of guys that are one, capable of playing different ways, and 2, that are willing. They give us as a staff this incredible gift of just being willing to approach the game a little bit different and kind of refocus in some different areas and grow. And so you count yourself really fortunate to have a locker room like that where guys are willing, and we certainly have that. And it's necessary right now. I'm super proud of us. We won the rebounding battle, which is super important. We won it by 5. We're used to getting 18 and 20 offensive rebounds. We got 5 tonight, but the trade-off is we're actually using more space on the floor, and we're getting a little bit better ball movement, a little bit better skill, and we're going to win that way too. I love teams that can win more than one way, and this team has proven they can.
Coach, do you like the increased pace that you guys are having to play on?
Definitely. I think it's extremely hard for opposing teams to guard us because we got a lot of guys that can create, just play make off the bounce. And like we said, shots are going to fall. Coach always tells us, you miss 5, you make 5. And that's what we came out here and did tonight. And so I'm very confident in that we got a lot of playmakers to do that.
Coach, what caused the offense to go a little bit sideways for that 5-minute stretch in the second half?
Yeah, so a couple things. One is, we were so effective in transition night. We were so effective, and so first we just weren't getting stops, right? I think we're up 20, and the next thing we looked up, we're up 8 or 10, or I don't know. You guys will figure out those numbers, but we went through that stretch where we just couldn't get any stops, and there was a little bit of fatigue on the floor. One of the things about playing with pace is it actually requires guys to go, and it's also that this is a new project. This is not something we've spent 3 months fine-tuning. This is something that we've spent 5 days nursing together, and so we'll get better, and we'll get better. But I expect us to have little spots in a game where where our pace is not top notch, but those minutes will decrease as we go through the rest of the season.
What do you make of the impact that the Rock had on those free throws for
No.
Utah State late in the game?
I'm telling you, it's hard, man. Like, I kid you not. I'm waiting for someone from the opposing team to step to the free throw line and just pass out right there. I'm looking from my angle. I'm kind of getting dizzy. I kind of got to. It's like I got to put on some sunglasses. It's really wonderful. And you know, one of the great things about college athletics is that you guys hear me say this all the time. And Leanna's like, Mark, stop. But it's just true. Like, we're in this together. These fans, this rock, they help us win games. There is no two ways about it. Like, they're an important part of us winning games. How fun is it to walk into the gym and just see that group? You know, everybody else in the arena is kind of, what was our attendance today, 15-6? So everyone else is kind of coming in a minute early, a minute late. But you walk in 15 minutes early, and this rock is from the front row all the way up to the rafters, packed. And that is, I don't think that's happening anywhere else in the country. And they make a difference. You know, it's super fun and funny and wonderful.
Coach, you mentioned tonight having a little bit of trouble guarding. Obviously, you guys lost the 20-point lead that went down, I think, single digits or so before the end of the game. But it seems like at times this season there have been moments where you guys have lost some leads. How concerning of a trend is that for you guys after Game 9?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's not very many teams that just get out to 20-point lead and they never look back ever, right? So I think it's baked into the cake. It's part of the way we play. It's, you know, we're not a perfect team. We know that there's going to be runs in the games. We just think our runs are going to be better. There's something super powerful, you know, with our team, especially the way we're trending right now, that we could be a little stagnant, but we know a run is coming. And so we just keep swimming, just keep fighting, just keep trying to guard, and then we know there's going to be a break open. It's the kind of miss five, make five threes, right? You know it's coming, and that gives you so much confidence as a team. It's like, hey, I know the water's a little rough right now, but we will break through, and in 2 minutes we're going to go on a 10-0 run. And this team's got the capability of doing that. We're going to move hard towards that direction. It is a little bit of a reinvention for us, but we'll be great at that. So, you know, we're up 20, and you just know, like Vegas is going to say, and the game says, that's usually what happens. Is usually there's a little pushback. I mean, Utah State's a great team. You know, they're a top, I think they're 50 in net. I mean, they're a top 50 team, that's hard to do, to be a top 50 team. And so they're not just going to wilt and walk away. They got great players and a great coaching staff, and it's going to be a battle.
Alex, what did you think of the lift that Gideon provided to you guys coming back after a week away due to the illness?
Oh, he has such an impact on the defensive end of the ball. Guarding his man, I mean, Bean had 10, I think, in the first 10 minutes of the first half, and we came into the huddle, and Gideon checked in the game, and we were like, hey, Gideon, you got him. Like, start getting stops. And that's what he did. He slowed Bean up, and we just count on him for that, and then also to crash the boards, which he just does so wonderfully.
Coach, you guys shoot 46% from three. Why do you think team is able to shoot so well from downtown tonight?
Well, so a couple things. One is that we're a good shooting team. I mean, our numbers aren't great right now, but we're a good shooting team. We know it. And two is just because our guys are working. We're in a little bit of more of a flow right now where we just with the space on the floor, we're a little better at earning each other good shots. So it's a combination of the two, and being at home. You know, it's all those things kind of working in harmony to make that happen.
Coach, what do you think is taking, maybe causing some of the Caleb Loader's progress in the offensive end? Is there any cause for concern there, or where do you feel like he's got areas to improve?
I'm actually so proud of Caleb. I mean, we've put so much on his shoulders. You take Caleb Lohner out of this mix, and we have no chance. We have no chance to win this game tonight. We had no chance to win at Missouri State without him. So, you know, his numbers might not be jumping off the page at you and, you know, and saying, wow, this guy's a 20-10 guy right now. But people that know basketball, they look at our team and they're like, these guys would have no chance without the kid. He is carrying so much of a load on the glass, taking up space, running the floor. You know, Trevin Nell was 3 for 4 tonight. 2 of those threes were created by Caleb Lohner rim running so hard that it sucked the entire defense in. And so, like I said, people that know basketball are just shaking their head and be like, this kid is, the impact that he's having on this team right now is incredible. And he's making a massive difference for us, and we need him right now because there's nowhere else to go. He's been incredible.
What challenge does Creighton create
next game is the toughest game. That's how we approach it. So we know it's going to be a battle. Road games are tough, but we're just going to continue to grow and come closer together as a unit, and just try to build this locker room and continue to get better at our pace. Continue to try and guard better. I think that's where we get most of our energy from, guarding and crashing the boards, and then just let that translate to offense.
Alex, to what degree do you think this team needs to rely on its shooting going forward?
I mean, we're 8-1 and haven't shot the ball that well, so I don't think very much. But I know the ball's going to fall for us. We're going to keep shooting with confidence, and hopefully that'll take us to another level.
Coach, is it Creighton's had a week off to get ready to kind of, we're able to just sit back and watch you guys tonight. Is that tougher to go up against an opponent that's had that time to really kind of study and get ready for you guys, where you just FaZe had a tough rivalry game?
Yeah, we talked about it. I think we talked about this yesterday. So Utah State had 3 extra days. Who we played? Oh, UVU had 2 extra days. Utah had a whole week. Like, what's going on, guys? This does not seem fair. You know, it's actually working in our favor, because if you gave us a couple extra days to prepare, I would ruin the team. So the fact that these guys only have to listen to me for a day and a half before we play is actually the secret recipe for us. But yeah, it makes it challenging. The great thing about Creighton right now is we're not exactly sure who we're becoming, so it might be hard for them to predict who they're going to be playing. And Coach McDermott, I think, is one of the top coaches. He's one of the most creative offensive coaches in the country. I'm a huge fan. Like, I watch his clips in the summer to try and learn. They're a great team. I mean, it's a Big East team with an unbelievable tradition and history, and you know, it's kind of like playing Oregon at Portland, right? It's basically a home game, and it's going to be an incredible challenge. We're excited.
Coach, is there a reason why it seemed like you guys went away from Trevin in the second half?
Yeah, I didn't. That was not intentional. You know, I think what happened in the second half is that they were like, we cannot let this kid shoot anymore. You know, he's getting wide open looks in the first half. And then the second half, it was desperation closeouts to get to him. And so I think that was part of the reason why he wasn't getting as many shots in the second half.
One more question.
Trevin, by the way, is so capable off the bounce. Like, he made 2 incredible plays downhill, off ball screens, keeping his dribble alive and finishing. He's got that. Like, he's got a lot of dimensions to his game. You know, he's got so much to his game, and he's going to really, really help us. So he's really important. And it's not just making shots. Like, he does a lot for us.
Coach, you guys had 30 points off the bench tonight. Everybody contributing. What can you speak about the depth of the team and young guys stepping up?
Well, so first, you want to talk about Foose?
Yeah, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. This guy, I swear, he doesn't know how good he is, and he just comes in the gym every day just wanting to get better. And I'm gonna say that probably in every press conference, because, man, he's just so willing to learn and to get better. It's so fun to play with him.
He was great. You know, Foose didn't know what he didn't know for like the first 6 games. And then all of a sudden he knew what he didn't know. And then tonight he kind of forgot what he didn't know. And it's really great when you have a rookie big at the end of a game who's like getting a catch and knowing they're going to foul. And he's like, yep, I'm not passing it because I want to go bang these free throws, right? He's a savvy vet for a rook from Mali, man. I'm telling you, he's a special player. Thank you. Hey, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for telling these guys stories. Like, we're super grateful, really grateful. So thank you.